Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Android News Byte. Today, I wanted to highlight all of the changes that have gone into the monthly Google Play system update for June 2025. And be sure to stick with me to the end of this video, as I'll show you how to manually check for all of these new changes. The community tends to look forward to those yearly updates to Android as they add in some new features to play with. But most people fail to realize that Google is pushing out updates to its core apps and services through something they call the Google Play System Update. And these are sent out about every 2 weeks. But these updates need to be manually installed because they don't get downloaded in the background like your more traditional over-the-air firmware update. Instead, these updates are pushed out multiple times throughout the month and will sometimes come through the Google Play Services app. Sometimes it will come through the Google Play Store app, and sometimes it needs to be manually installed through the Google Play System Update page. At the start of the month, Google kicked things off by pushing out an update to the Play Store application. So, in June 2025, you will now begin to see redesigned webtoon samples on that app. And the company seems to have updated its survey features that they send out to folks to collect feedback on Google Play. You can also find event details after tapping on a new View button that will appear on event cards from within the search results and in the app details page, which is a nice way to read the details of a timed event without having to download or load up that application or game. And Google has also updated the featured in-app purchases in an attempt to improve the user experience. The Google Play Services application also got a new update at the start of the month. This update introduced new features for developers to support account management related processes within the apps that they have published. Google has also updated the behavior of earthquake alerts so that you can receive these on your Wear OS device as well. And they have fixed some bugs related to the Google Wallet application that's tied into Google Play Services. Private compute services also received an update this month that includes some internal infrastructure and maintenance changes. The Android System Intelligence app received an update as well that comes with some user interface fixes. Then, last week, the Google Play Store received another big update that includes some changes which will allow you to download large apps using your cellular data network. The company says you may now find ads in a new grid format, and those will appear directly on the homepage of the Play Store. And they've also redesigned some components that appear when you download and install apps to your device. Google Play Services also received an update last week as well. So you may have noticed a camera access toggle for Google Apps has been added to the terms of service with Android Auto. The Cast feature now supports Google's happiness tracking surveys feature. And the process that your phone goes through to back up your photos, it has been optimized for a smoother experience. Google Wallet is now available in more countries, and some of you may have noticed an improved user experience flow with transit-related taps using Google Wallet on Android Wear. A couple of days later, Android Web View received an update to version 138, which adds some improvements to the security and privacy and updates for bug fixes as well. Then, there are some new developer features that support functionality, which relates to displaying web content in native Android applications. This brings us to yesterday, as the Google Play Store has received a new update to version 46.8, and it adds a new section on the search page that shows sports-related content, including match information and the streaming apps that you can watch them on. This update also allows mini dramas to play in a vertical format so that it's easier to watch the episodes on a smartphone. Then, we had this big update to the Google Play Services application, which should have brought your version up to 25.24. So with this new update, your Google account on the phone should support expressive design now. The company added some new features for developers to support utilities-related processes within their apps and device connectivity-related processes as well. After you have installed this update, you will now be able to use Wake on Land with Android's Cast feature to turn on your Linux TV while it is in sleep mode. They have updated the user interface for cross-device services settings, and there has been some bug fixes that have been added to the device connections related services. You will now be able to configure Find Hub when you first start setting up your phone, as this will enable you to allow the device to be located remotely, so you don't have to deal with that after the phone has been activated. And the latest new updates to Google Wallet include the addition of the Pix Extra PIN safety feature for those of you with Pix transactions in Brazil. And folks in Australia as well as Japan will now be able to use the new Scan to Add feature with Google Wallet. And to wrap things up, there have been a number of updates to the system management services that improve stability, updatability, and device connectivity. Installing all of the changes detailed in today's video involve a 3-step process. The first step is to bring up the Google Play Store application and then begin updating all of the applications and games that you have installed on your device. You will also want to dive into the settings area of the Play Store so that you can pull up the About section and then tap on this Update Play Store link right here. You'll either be told that the Play Store app is up to date, or you'll be told that the update is downloading and it will be installed in a moment. And finally, you will want to pull up the full settings application so that you can perform a search for the words Play System. And this will bring the Google Play System Update option toward the top so that you can tap on it. Again, tap into the Google Play System Update. You're going to let the phone check for an update. You may need to manually tap the Check for Update button again, and you'll either be told that your device is already up to date, or you'll see an Install Progress bar appear. And thankfully, these updates do not take long to install. So you will either be told that you do not have any updates to install, or that you should reboot the phone to complete the installation. And that reboot is pretty quick as well, so there's no need to worry about it taking a long time like those over-the-air firmware updates do. Every 2 weeks, Google is pushing out some new updates to Android in one way or another. This can include changes to the Android operating system, the Google Play Store, Google Play Services, Google TV, Android Auto, Wear OS, Google Wallet, Chrome OS, and many more. So even if you have an old smartphone or tablet that is no longer receiving over-the-air updates from the company that you bought it from, Google is still making improvements, optimizing the services, and adding in some brand new features to Android. These just have to be manually installed, so be sure that you're checking on all 3 areas at least once per month. Now, I appreciate you all for sticking with me to the end of this video, as it really means a lot. And please, do not forget to give this video a like, while also subscribing to the channel for more Android news content like this.